Hey, I'm here and ready to help. What's on your mind today?
Yes, ChatGPT today. Now I have in my mind this topic like women in STEM, like breaking stereotypes in science and technology.
Oh, that's a fantastic topic. There's so much to explore: historical barriers, modern success stories, and how representation is changing. Are you thinking of focusing on a specific field or more broadly across them?
Yes, like women in STEM breaking stereotypes in science and technology, like stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Absolutely, that's a great angle. You could talk about the pioneers like Ada Lovelace or Katherine Johnson, and then bring it forward to modern day innovators like women leading AI, biotech, or engineering projects. What
Yes.
kind of format are you thinking? Like a discussion, a video, or maybe a podcast episode?
Yes, these fields are driving innovation and shaping the future of our world. Although women have made remarkable contributions to STEAM thought history, they are still under suspend in my scientific and technological career. So, in this discussion, I would like to explore the importance of women participation in STEM, the challenges they face, and the opportunities available for future generation of women in science and technology.
I love that structure. I think it gives a really balanced view, honoring the past, shining a light on today's challenges, and then giving hope for tomorrow. If you need any specific examples or stats to back things up, I'm happy to help you dig into them.
Okay, so can you tell me what does STEM stands for and why is it too important in today's world?
Yeah, of course. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And it's super important today because these fields drive so much of innovation, everything from medical breakthroughs to AI, renewable energy, and beyond. And having more diverse voices, especially women, means we get more perspectives, better solutions, and a more inclusive future overall.
Okay, why do you think women remain underrepresented in many STEM fields despite significant progress?
Y- Yeah, that's such a crucial question. I think a lot of it comes down to a mix of things like long-standing cultural stereotypes, unconscious bias, and sometimes just a lack of role models or support networks. Even when women enter STEM, they often face subtle or overt challenges like fewer promotions or even feeling isolated. So even with progress, there's still a lot of work to do.
Okay, ChatGPT.
Of course, I'm glad this is resonating. If you have any specific areas you want to dive deeper into, like particular barriers, inspiring women, or even practical strategies for change, just let me know.
Okay, how can early education encourage more girls to develop an interest in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics?
Yeah, absolutely. Education is really the foundation. By introducing STEM early, like through school programs, hands on projects, and mentorship, we can help girls see themselves in these fields. And when they have role models, like women who are already leading in STEM, it really sparks that confidence and possibility.
Okay. What are common stereotypes that discourage girls for purchasing STEM careers?
Yeah, so some of the common stereotypes are things like the idea that girls aren't naturally good at math or science, or that STEM is too competitive or unfeminine. There's also a lot of subtle messaging like media portrayals, or even just a lack of female teachers in these subjects that can make girls doubt their place in STEM.
Okay. What are how can parents and teachers inspire young girls to believe that they can succeed in STEM?
That's a great question. I think one of the biggest things is really exposure and encouragement. So parents and teachers can introduce them to fun STEM activities like coding, games, science fairs, or even books with female scientists. And just showing belief, like saying, you can do this, and praising their curiosity can make a huge difference.
Okay. Why is diversity important in scientific research and technology innovation?
Yeah, diversity is so crucial because it brings a wider range of perspectives and ideas. When you have people from different backgrounds working together, you're more likely to catch blind spots, solve problems creatively, and ultimately create solutions that work better for everyone, not just a narrow group.
Okay, what qualities help women succeed in STEM careers?
Yeah, so a big one is resilience, just the ability to keep going despite challenges. Curiosity is another huge one, asking questions, exploring, and never being afraid to learn. And also things like collaboration, working well in teams, and having a growth mindset, believing that skills can be developed, can make all the difference.
Okay, how can schools create more inclusive learning environments for girls understand in STEM subjects?
Yeah, so schools can do a lot by being intentional. They can incorporate diverse role models in their curriculum, highlight women's achievements in STEM, and provide hands on inclusive activities that don't rely on stereotypes. Also, ensuring that teachers receive training on bias and inclusion can really create a welcoming environment for all students.
Hmm, okay. What role do female role models play in inspiring the next generation of scientific and engineering?
Oh, they're absolutely vital. When young girls see women who look like them succeeding in STEM, it really breaks down that mental barrier. They show what's possible. They embody that if they can do it, I can too mindset. Plus, role models can mentor, share their journeys, and give practical advice, which is huge for confidence.
Okay, so what challenges do women often face in STEM workplace and how can organization address them?
Yeah, so a lot of women face challenges like bias in hiring, fewer opportunities for advancement, or even being the only woman on a team, which can feel isolating. So, organizations can help by actively fostering inclusive cultures. Things like bias training, flexible policies, and sponsorship programs can really level the playing field.
Okay, how can mentorship programs help women build successful careers in science and technology?
Yeah, mentorship is really powerful. It gives women a safe space to ask questions, get advice, and navigate tricky decisions. A mentor can also introduce them to key networks, help them see how they can progress, and give them that confidence boost to aim higher.
Okay, what impact can women have on solving global challenges through STEM innovations?
Oh, it's huge. Women bring fresh perspectives to global issues, whether it's climate change, public health, or tech ethics. Diverse teams design solutions that are more comprehensive and effective. So when women have equal footing in innovation, we get better outcomes for everyone globally.
Okay.
You're welcome. I'm really glad this conversation is sparking some ideas for you. If you ever want to dig deeper into a specific aspect or brainstorm more, I'm here for it.
Yes. Okay. So, what impact can women have on solving global challenges through STEM innovation?
Yeah, absolutely. Women can have a huge impact because they often bring unique insights and lived experiences to these problems, whether it's designing tech that better serves diverse populations or innovating in areas like healthcare, clean energy, or education. Their contributions often drive more holistic, equitable solutions that really address global challenges.
Okay. So, how can entrepreneurs use STEM knowledge to build innovation business?
Yeah, that's a great point. Entrepreneurs can leverage STEM knowledge to identify real world problems, design data driven solutions, and develop cutting edge products. For example, with a STEM background, they can integrate AI, data analytics, or sustainable tech into their businesses, giving them a real competitive edge in solving pressing market needs.
Okay. So, why is coding become an essential skill for future generations?
Yeah, coding is really becoming a core skill because it's like a universal language for innovation. Almost every industry is shaped by technology. So knowing how to code lets future generations build apps, automate tasks, or even create entirely new tech solutions, which is just so empowering.
Yes. Okay. So, how is artificial intelligence creating new opportunities and challenges for women in technology?
Yeah, AI is really a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's creating amazing opportunities like new fields in AI ethics, data science, and automation. Women can lead these innovations. But the challenge is if the tech is developed without diverse input, we risk replicating biases. So women in AI have this huge chance to shape it in a way that's inclusive and fair.
Okay. What role
Yeah.
does helping confidence play in helping women uh, pressurize careers in science and technology?
Confidence is really a game changer. When women believe in their skills and feel empowered, they're more likely to take risks, apply for leadership roles, and advocate for themselves. And that confidence, paired with skill, really helps them break through barriers and thrive in STEM careers.
Okay.
If anything else comes to mind, or you want to dive deeper into another aspect, like specific career paths or maybe how different industries are evolving, I'm here and ready to help.
Yes. How can society overcome gender stereotypes in STEM education and employment?
Yeah, it takes a multi-pronged approach. So we need to start by promoting STEM from a young age, using inclusive teaching methods and showcasing diverse role models. Then in the workplace, organizations can implement fair hiring practices, offer mentorship, and foster a culture where everyone sees themselves as part of the STEM future.
Yes. All right. Okay. So, what skills should young women develop to prepare for future careers in STEM?
Yeah, so a mix of technical and soft skills is key. On the technical side, things like coding, data analysis, engineering principles, those are crucial. But also skills like problem solving, communication, and adaptability, because STEM is always evolving and you need to be able to pivot and grow with it.
Okay. What emerging technologies do you think will create the greatest opportunities for women in the next decade?
Oh, great question. I think fields like AI, biotech, renewable energy, and even quantum computing are going to be huge. As these technologies grow, they'll open up new industries and new roles. And I think women have a really exciting chance to be pioneers in those spaces.
Okay. How can women in STEM inspire future generations of innovations and leaders?
Yeah, they do it so powerfully by being visible and vocal. When young girls see women excelling in STEM, whether as inventors, entrepreneurs, or researchers, they realize, hey, I can do that too. And by sharing their stories, mentoring others, and leading with confidence, they spark a ripple effect that inspires the next generation of innovators and leaders.
Okay. How can women in STEM inspire future generations of innovators and leaders?
Yeah, so it really comes down to representation and visibility. When young people see women leading in STEM, whether they're inventing new tech, pioneering research, or building businesses, it breaks down stereotypes. They become role models, showing others what's possible, and they create a ripple effect that inspires the next generation to dream bigger and lead boldly.
Okay, if you could encourage one change to increase women participations in STEM, what would it be and why?
I think the biggest change would be starting early, like integrating inclusive STEM programs from elementary school onward. When girls see STEM as something for them from a young age, it builds confidence, breaks down stereotypes early, and creates a pipeline of future innovators.
Yes, right.
I'm
Okay,
really glad. If anything else pops up or you want to explore a different angle, just let me know. I'm
yes.
here to help with whatever part of this you want to dive deeper into.
So, my next and last question, what advice would you give to young girls who dreams of become a scientist, engineer, or technology leaders?
I would say never be afraid to ask questions and stay curious. Surround yourself with supportive people, mentors, teachers, and peers. Don't let anyone stereotype define your path. Your dreams are valid and you can absolutely thrive in STEM.
Okay, thank you so much, ChatGPT, for inspiring discussion and inspiring your sharing your valuable insights. And goodbye.
You're so welcome. I'm really glad we got to talk about this. Best of luck with everything and take care.